Hey guys, today I'm going to cover how to get out of the bunker. And it seems like it's a very difficult shot, and it can be, and it really boils down to all about technique. If you don't have the right technique, it's going to be very difficult to get this ball out. And the one technique that you have to master and understand is that when we get this ball out, what we're doing out of the bunker is we're not just getting the ball out, we're also trying to get the ball out on a cushion of sand. So the first and foremost is to understand that I want to swing and I want to hit down and I want to take some sand. Now the problem is when you swing down, you could swing down and you could get stuck. And so then a lot of golfers are very afraid to hit down because when they hit down, they get stuck. And the reason why they get stuck is because this sand wedge that you use to get out of the bunker, it has something called bounce, and it's not going to be utilized until you open the club face. So when you open that club face, what ends up happening is that the bounce gets exposed, and you can see here on a flat surface as I lean the shaft, you can see that leading edge as I dig down. The minute I open that club face, you can see how it's difficult to dig because of that bounce. And so now that I have the bounce exposed, now I shouldn't be afraid to go ahead and hit down. And you can see how much more shallow that divot is as opposed to when I square up the club face. So number one, you have to understand when you get in the bunker, it's a very different place, and you need to use the magic of the bounce. So first and foremost, what we want to do when we get into the bunker is go ahead and open the club face. And when you open the club face, as we just talked about, we've got the bounce. Now that you've got the bounce exposed, then take your grip. So it doesn't mean take your normal setup and then just open your hand up, because then you'll just go right back to where you started. So open the club face number one, and then go ahead and take your normal grip. And now we're going to talk about our setup. And the setup in here, we can use the same three letters BLT, because they're all going to play everywhere around any of the golf swings that you make. We need to know where that ball position is. Since we need to get this ball out, we want to get it nice and high. We don't want the ball position too far back. So we want this now forward of center as opposed to farther back. Back of center, when we're chipping, we're trying to hit a lower, rolling, running chip. In here, we want it to come out nice and high. So your ball position is going to play a very, very important role. So ball, we want that just forward of center as opposed to the right of center to get us more bounce. Plus, we've got the open club face and the bounce, all insurance policies that we're going to get this ball out. Next letter was L, lean. And in this case, we want to make sure that we lean towards the target again, just like chipping. Part of that is so that we don't move our weight going back and forth. The more you start moving, then you're going to bottom out back behind the golf ball. And the more you move forward, then you're going to bottom out a little bit more in front of the ball. And when we talk about that, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to picture the low point right here in front of the golf ball. And so that's why we want to make sure that we have our lean, all of it, towards the target. So 90%, we want to make sure there. And the last letter was T. T stands for tilt. And of course, we know the T stands for the more we tilt it forward, we also we start exposing more of that bounce. So in this case, what we want to do is probably not have any tilt and have our hands even with the golf ball as opposed to having it too far forward. But that's a little bit different based on the trajectory that you hit. So not too much tilt, just about even with the golf ball. We're going to set up with the BLT and then go ahead and make our swing. So B stands for ball, left of center. L is lean. T is tilt, just about even. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my weight there. I'm going to set my wrists a little bit quicker. I'm going to hit a couple inches behind the ball. We talked about we're trying to get the sand out. And then when I finish, I'm going to finish and get that low point more in front. Okay, so keep my weight forward, hit down on the golf ball a little bit steeper to get that ball popped out. Okay, so what I did is the opposite of what you think you need to do, which is to scoop and help it to get out. Maybe some in fluffier sand that you need a bigger swing. But in this case, I want you to think of this almost like the chip except for we're going ahead and we're chipping with an open club. It's a chipping type going downward. And so ball left to center, the loft of the club and the bounce will help get that out, and the ball position is forward, even though that we have our weight forward. That's, again, the insurance policy. And the key is really setting your wrists. One of the things that you can do to practice is to just put a line across here to see where, we talked about a couple inches behind the golf ball. So if you put a line here, imagining the golf ball being right there, and setting up to that line, you can work on taking your setup, taking your backswing, and then hitting down, and you can see where I've entered into the sand. If you start entering into the sand way back here, you can see I'm too far back here. Part of that could be that I shifted. Whatever the reason, we need to stay more on this side and hit right behind the golf ball. So setting your wrist, hitting down, setting the wrist, hitting down. So there's a couple inches there. Set the wrist and hit down on the ball. Okay, that one there, obviously I need a much bigger swing to get out. Part of the problem with the more you open the club face, the bigger the swing has to be, okay? Because you got more loft here, you're gonna have to go ahead and make a bigger swing. So one of the tricks that I can give you to help feel that when you make a big swing that it's not gonna go too far is that as you're setting your wrists and you're going back, you can go ahead and start opening the club face even a little bit more. And the more you open that club face, the more bounce is exposed when it's going down there. So let's try that where we set the BLT. We're gonna set our wrists and we're gonna open the club face even more as we take it back. And that is not what you wanna do. So the big thing that I see in here getting out of the bunker, the two big flaws, is number one, you just said that, you're picking the club up so that it's a little bit steeper. And then the second thing is that the swing or the backswing is long enough. All of these that you're seeing me work on, they've all been probably too short of a backswing. So what you want to do is the longer the backswing, the easier it is to get out of this. And so when you get in here, the first thing that you'll do is you'll be tense and you'll make a smaller swing like what I've been doing. And so if I can just get in here and get the nerves to say, okay, there it is, BLT, and make it longer, then I had plenty to get out. And so the big thing when you get into the bunker is not when you just find it out on the golf course. Get in the bunker, get in here and practice these things so that you can do that. Okay, so a quick recap of what we're wanting to do in the bunker. The simple thing was the BLT setup. B stands for ball, just left of center to get some height. L stands for lean. We want to get all of our weight there. T is tilt. Again, we don't want too much tilt, pretty even. And then the last one, the last swing thought was go ahead and set the club up. Instead of taking it back low and slow, we want to set that club. And then the last thing that was the secret is get it back farther than you think, okay? Then you won't have the fear when you're coming through. You won't be trying to accelerate. You'll have plenty of speed. So again, you can measure the length of how far you need to go by how far back you take. So if it was a little bunker shot, I certainly wouldn't take such a big one. But because this is a longer shot, I have to get out of the bunker. I have to make a longer swing. Again, the same principle. If you want it to go farther, take it back a little bit more. You want it to go shorter, take it back a little shorter. And that's going to help you with your distance control when you get out of the bunker.